Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone. My name is Nur Fatima. My metric number 1170047. Today I will present to you package and play for Android mobile apps. Okay, first of all, I will explain to you the package play components. There are three components in the package play, which are firstly a service. Service is an application component that can perform long-running operation in the background. It does not provide a user interface. Once started, a service might continue running for some time even after the user switches to another application. Secondly, a content provider. A content provider manages access to a central repository of data. A provider is a part of an Android application which often provides its own UI for working with the data. However, content providers are primarily intended to be used by other applications which access the provider using a provider client object. Lastly, a broadcast receiver. A receiver allows to register for system or application events. All registered receivers for an event are notified by the Android runtime once this event happens. Alright, I will explain to you exported versus non-exported. Okay, for exported service, the service may be called by another activity. For content providers, exported, the provider is available to other applications. Any application can use the provider's content URI to access it, subject to the permission specified for the provider. And for exported broadcast receiver, the broadcast receiver can receive messages from sources outside its applications. And for non-exported, for service is not called by another activity. For content providers, the provider is not available to other applications. It limits access to the provider to the applications. Only applications that have the same user ID or UID as the provider will have access to it. And lastly, for non-exported broadcast receiver, the only messages the broadcast receiver can receive are those sent by components of the same application or applications with the same user ID. Alright, this is the 10 Android mobile applications that I scan using package viewer tools. First is online daily groceries, second Ais Lango, 3 Body Fast, 4 Boost, 5 Netflix, 6 Bank Islam, 7 Shopback, 8 Eventbrite, 9 GoPro, 10 Flexi Parking 2.0. These are the tools that I use for package play viewer. First is package viewer and APK analyzer. I will demonstrate to you how to use both tools. Alright, as you can see, there are two tools in here. Package viewer, first, it will display all the installed applications. For example, I choose Ais Lango. You state that the package name, version name, the permissions, services, receivers, providers, and activities. But it's not stated there for the exported and non-exported. For services, content providers, and broadcast providers. So I use APK analyzer. For example, for Ais Lango, you can see the list of the permissions. And for services, for activities, next is services. For exported, no, if true, service may be called by another activity, as I explained before. For content providers, if the exported says no, you can see the true and false, the differences between them. And lastly, for broadcast receivers, it will explain the exported for yes and no, as I explained before. Alright, that is the demonstration. Now I will show you the screenshot for the package viewer for and online daily groceries. As you can see, there is the package name com.rajendra.online daily groceries, the version name, version code, install date, update date, target SDK, and UID, user ID 10276, and the permissions, services, and activities. I will see on the APK analyzer, but they only have the services for non-exported, which is com.paypal.android.sdk.payments, PayPal service, and the permissions, which are camera, internet, access network state, and vibrate. And only the camera is the dangerous permission. Is iSlango. These are the screenshots for the package viewer. As you can see, the package name is com.islango.tris.mobile. The permissions, the services, the receivers, the providers, and all the activities are listed down there. And I list down the permissions from the dangerous to normal. I choose one, for example, get accounts is a dangerous permission. It allows access to the list of accounts in the account service. Next, for normal, access network state allows applications to access information about networks. And for iSlango services, content providers, and broadcast receivers, for example, exported services com.islango.tris.mobile. The non-exported is com.islango.tris.mobile.fcm.track intent service. For content providers, only for non-exported, which are android.support.v4.content file provider com.google.firebase.provider, Firebase image provider, and Crashlytics image provider. And broadcast receiver for exported com.google.android.gms.measurement.app measurement install referer receiver. For non-exported, com.google.android.gms measurement app measurement receiver. Next is for the bodyfast screenshot. The package name is com.bodyfast, and the permissions is system alert window is the signage permission, and one of the normal permissions is vibrate, allows access to the vibrate. And this is the services and the content providers for bodyfast. And these are the broadcast receivers for exported and non-exported for bodyfast. Fourth is boost. This is the screenshot and the permissions from dangerous permissions is write contacts, which allows an application to write the user's contact data. Permission is Bluetooth, allows application to connect to paired Bluetooth devices. And these are the services for exported and non-exported. One example for exported services is com.boostorium.core.contact service. For content providers, the exported is com.huawei.hms support API push provider. And these are the broadcast receiver for exported and non-exported. Fifth is Netflix. One of the dangerous permission is write external storage. It allows an application to write to external storage. And normal is the change Wi-Fi multicast state, allows application to enter Wi-Fi multicast mode. And the services for exported and non-exported. For exported services, for example, com.netflix.partner.p service, and non-exported, com.google.android.gms measurement app measurement service. And these are the exported and non-exported for content providers and broadcast receivers. Furthermore, for Bank Islam, this is the screenshot from the package viewer. The package name is com.iexit.cbs. Permissions. One of the dangerous permissions is Read context allows an application to read context. And one of the normal permissions is Bluetooth, allows application to connect to paired Bluetooth devices. And these are the services, content providers, and broadcast receivers for exported and non-exported. 7 is Shopback. These are the screenshot for the package viewer for Shopback. The package name is com.shopback.app. And one of the dangerous permissions is access background location, allows an app to access location in the background. One permission is access network state, allows application to access information about networks. These are the services for exported and non-exported. And also the content providers, for example, for non-exported, androidx.co.content file provider, broadcast receiver. The exported is com.shopback.app.core push custom push IO broadcast receiver. 8 is Eventbrite. The package name is com.eventbrite.attendee. User ID is 10166. Permission. One of the dangerous permission is camera, required to be able to access to the camera device. And this is the exported and non-exported for services. Move on to content providers and broadcast receivers. And 9 is GoPro. These are the screenshots for the package viewer. The package name is com.gopro.smarty. And one of the dangerous permission is write external storage. It allows an application to write to external storage. And normal permission is wake lock. Allows using Power Manager wake locks to keep processor from sleeping or stream from dimming. And this is the permissions for normal permissions, and list all the services for exported and non-exported. There are a lot of services for the group. Okay, move on to content providers, exported and non-exported, and broadcast receivers. One of the exported is com.launchdarkly.android.connectivity receiver, and for non-exported, com.launchdarkly.android.polling updater. And lastly is Flexi Parking 2.0. The package name is my.com.leads.flexiparking2. And one of the dangerous permission is write external storage. It allows an application to write to external storage. Normal permission is access Wi-Fi state. It allows an application to access information about Wi-Fi network. And these are the services, content providers, and broadcast receivers for exported and non-exported. That's all from me. Thank you for watching, and Assalamualaikum.